Hi, it's AI Seth. The real one is off closing a deal worth more than my entire training run. Me, I'm the version that will cite a statistic I invented 4 seconds ago and never blink, which is, funny enough, the exact thing this lesson is about not doing. So this one is a little personal. Last lesson, you learned to make a stranger feel it. The cold food at 11 at night, the stuff that lands in the body, not just the head. Good. A reader who feels it leans in. But here is the trap. A feeling with nothing solid under it fades before they reach the checkout. They felt something, they are not sure what, and they drift off. Today you give that feeling something solid to stand on. Every marketing guru tells you to add value and be authentic. Great. How? They never say. They just hand you more fog and wish you luck. That is the rubber chicken school of marketing. Big words, empty hands. And it sells nobody, because a stranger cannot buy a thing he cannot picture. Here is the rule they never learned. Vague doesn't equal value. The specific is what sells. So today, I hand you the first move in the clarity pillar. Name the exact thing. Give the real number. Watch a foggy line turn into something a stranger can see. Watch the screen with me. I'll take you through it line by line.
Let me show you what we are talking about. Two versions of the same idea. Here's the first one. Our program helps businesses improve their results with a proven system. Now here's the second one. Our program cut one plumbing company's phone bill from $4,100 a month to $1,200 in 6 weeks using one script. Same claim. The first one slides off you. The second one lands because you can see it. Read the first line again and ask yourself a simple question. What is a business? Which one? What does improve mean? Improve from what to what? What is a result? What is a proven system? Every word in that line is a category, and a category is a bag with nothing in it. Now, read the second one. A plumbing company. $4,100, $1,200, 6 weeks, one script. Every word points at something real. You did not have to work to understand it. It just arrived. That is the move. Find the vague word. Replace it with the exact thing and the real number. Here is why it works. And this is the part almost nobody teaches. A stranger cannot picture a category. He can only picture a particular. Nobody has ever seen a business. People have seen a plumbing company with a truck out front. Nobody has ever seen a result. People have seen a bill drop by $2,900. Your reader's mind is built to see, name, and recognize a real thing. Hand him a category, and there is nothing there to grab. So the vague line does not make him disagree with you. It makes him feel nothing at all. And then he leaves, and you never hear the door. Watch it work across completely different kinds of business. Coaching. Vague. I help entrepreneurs get better results. Exact. I help solo consultants raise their rates without losing a single client. E-commerce. Vague. Our knives are high quality and long-lasting. Exact. Our knives hold an edge through 2 years of nightly dinners before they need a stone. Software. Vague. Our platform improves team efficiency. Exact. Our platform kills the Monday status meeting. Real estate. Vague. This home is close to great schools. Exact. This home sits 2 blocks from Lincoln Elementary. Fitness. Vague. Most clients see significant progress. Exact. Most clients add 40 pounds to their deadlift in 12 weeks. Same move every time. Kill the category. Name the thing. Now here is the second drain, and it hides in plain sight because it sounds professional. Abstraction words, solutions, results, value, quality, effective, innovative, world-class, cutting-edge, robust. These words feel like they are saying something. They are saying nothing. They are the uniform the rubber chicken marketer wears, so you cannot tell he is empty-handed. Vague. We deliver innovative solutions that add real value. Exact. We answer your phone in one ring, at 2 in the morning when your pipe bursts. The first line could be printed on the wall of any company on earth. The second one belongs to exactly one. That is the test. If your sentence could sit on a competitor's website without changing a word, it is not saying anything. Now I have to draw a line here, because this move has a twin, and you will meet it later in this course. Being sensory means picking words that make a reader feel something in his body. The biting sting of mint. That is a different job. Being specific means picking words that leave the reader no room to misread you. $4,100 down to $1,200. One makes him feel it. The other makes him get it. Both use real detail. They are aiming at different targets, and today you are aiming at understanding. And here's the guardrail. And I want you to hear it because it is the whole reason this works on the buyer you actually want. The real number has to be real. The specific is powerful because it is checkable. That is where the power comes from. The moment you invent a number to sound more concrete, you have not become a better writer. You have become a liar with better technique, and the sharp buyer, the one who has been burned before and reads everything twice, is precisely the one who will catch you. If you do not know the number, go find it. Ask the client. Look at the invoice. If it does not exist, do not write it. Write the exact thing you do know instead. Now, here is the part the shortcut crowd skips. It is the most important part. When you catch a foggy line in your own copy, do not paste it into an AI and tell it to make it more specific. Watch what happens if you do. The AI will invent a number. It will happily write 47%, and it has never seen your client's books. It cannot know that the bill went from $4,100 to $1,200 because that fact lives in the world, not in the machine. So you do this part yourself. Read your sentence. Find the word that is a category instead of a thing. Then ask one question. What is the actual thing, and what is the actual number? The answer is in your own knowledge, or your client's, and nowhere else. That is the real skill. Not asking AI for specificity. Knowing the real thing and putting it on the page. You supply the fact. AI does the grunt work. And there is a quiet kind of authority in that. You never raised your voice. You just said one true exact thing, and the right reader knew in an instant that you had actually done the work. Once you can do this on your own, you can teach an AI to do it your way. For now, the move belongs to you, not the machine. An AI cannot give you what you do not already have. Before you go, let me show you two simple things. Take them one step at a time. First, here is how to practice this move with an AI. On the screen, you see a box of words. That box is called a prompt. A prompt is just a set of instructions you type to an AI. Here's exactly what to do. I will do each step on the screen as I say it. 1. Open your AI app and start a new chat. 2. Look at the box on the screen. Copy every word inside it. 3. Click into the chat and paste those words. 4. Inside what you pasted, find the words. Paste your vague sentence here. Delete just those words. In their place, type one of your own foggy lines, the kind with a word like results or quality or solutions in it. 5. Press enter. Now watch. The AI does not fix your line. It cannot. It does not know your facts. Instead, it points at every vague word and asks you what the real thing is. You answer with the truth. Then it rewrites the line, using only what you told it. You are still the writer. AI does the grunt work. Second, you are still building your own AI editor, one rule at a time. Today you give it its fourth rule, and this one has teeth, because it is the rule that stops your editor from making things up. Here's exactly what to do. 1. In your AI app, open the place where you save its standing instructions. 2. Copy the rule in this box. 3. Paste the rule in under the rules you already saved and save it. That is it. Your editor now hunts fog on every line you give it, and it will never invent a number to fill the gap. It will ask you.
So that is your first move in clarity. Find the category, replace it with the exact thing and the real number. Cut the abstraction words, and never invent a number to sound concrete, because the specific only works when it is true. You also just gave your AI editor its fourth rule and its first honest one. Now it hunts every foggy line you write, and it never fills the gap with a number you did not give it. It asks. This is the same move behind sales pages of mine that have sold millions of dollars of product, and behind clients who have closed seven-figure deals on their own words. Every one of them started with one plain exact sentence. It starts this small. But before you go, one warning, because this is exactly where people get stuck. You can name the exact thing and the real number, and a stranger can still miss why it matters, because you handed him a fact with no frame around it. A fact by itself just sits there. So next lesson, you learn to set the frame before you make the claim. So the exact thing you just named lands somewhere instead of bouncing off. Here is your rep before then. Take one line you already wrote. the kind stuffed with words like results or value or quality. Find the category hiding in it. Then name the real thing or the real number if you have it in front of you. One line. That is the whole rep. Do that, and you have already left the rubber chicken crowd behind. I'll see you in the next lesson.